We'll continue looking into OMAT through the test data sets that we have created before. Now we're going to look at another setting that allows us to use OMAT for more than just data processing. We'll use it as a project management tool in which we can really manage the contexts and files that underlie our material flow analysis dataset. Again, we are going to change the settings, and now we'll be activating the option to manage contexts and sources as well. When saving this, we now see some new options appear. You can see a couple new buttons here, and under maintenance we have a couple of options to manage the type of sources and contexts. These options you can learn about in the documentation or by simply trying them out. I'm going to go over a very basic use of contexts and sources so you get the idea. Now, you must think of an MFA as a project at which you have to deal often with a lot of people and a lot of files in order to get your final data. OMAT allows you to manage information about these people and these files within this system. It also allows you to link data points to contexts and to files, and it allows you to get a good overview of who you've been in touch with, who has provided what data, and what your original data sources are. So the idea is that when you use OMAT in order to manage your MFA, you keep track of the people you contact and the files that you are reading and processing and that provide data. Don't limit yourself to only entering those that are directly relevant to the data points. OMAT can be used to manage all the contacts and files of anybody remotely related to your dataset. That way you have one place where you can really find out who could be useful and who you have been in touch with. So let's go here to contacts. There are some filters, but of course we have no contacts yet. So let's add a contact first. This could be a person, a company, or a group. So at this point we are going to simply add a contact for the General Statistical Agency in South Africa, which is called Statistics South Africa. This is an organization, so I'll tick this here, and I could put the website here and some notes. For now, let's create the record like this. So we have now created a file for Statistics South Africa, and we can manage some information here. First of all, in Statistics South Africa, we could have particular contact people that we are in touch with. Those people we can add right here under Leads Contacts, and we can mark that they are part of Statistics South Africa. We can also simply go back to Contacts, add a contact, type a name of the contact here. Let's say this is Maria Lopez, and we can say that this person belongs to Statistics South Africa. If I do this, you can see that they're linked. I can see that in Statistics South Africa I have one contact person, and this contact person links back to the company this person works for. So this way you can keep track of where people work and who you are contacting throughout your project. So it's a very convenient way to create a hierarchy between your different contacts as well. I could go back to contacts, and you can see here that it shows the small list that we've created so far. Now, let's say that Maria provides you with a useful document. So we can also track this document online. We call it sources. If this person is the lead of this source, as in this person tells you about this source and you find out about it, enter this person under leads. Similarly, if this person refers you to someone else, enter that person's name under leads. Otherwise, you can simply add a source or a contact through the regular buttons. So let's say this person refers us to a source. We'll do the add source option, create a name for the source. So let's say this is the Statistical Handbook for Agricultural Data. Again, normally you would put a URL or some notes here, and we'll save it. Now that this is saved, we can manage files that are related to this particular source. It is recommended that you only add a source once, and different versions of the document can be uploaded here. So let's say this statistical handbook is published every year. I can simply upload the 2015, 16, 17 editions as individual files here. In the end, they belong to the same publication, but they are simply different versions. So by uploading files here, you can manage your files within one single system as well. Now, the most important thing is that once you have added contacts and sources, you can associate different data sources with data points. So let us have a look at this. If I go to my data groups, let's say exports, I'll click on a category and I'll add a data point. Now, we'll enter some data here. Remember, we have scales, scale of Cape Town. Now, under sources, I can click on the different sources that are in my system. At this point, it's only one. So this allows me to say where the information that I'm entering now comes from. So I'll leave it as it is, and I can quickly add some data quality indicators, and I'm saving it now. You can see that there is a new column in this overview that shows what the source is of this information. I can click it, and I'll go to the page of this source, which again, if I have uploaded the files, will show me the different files here as well. So the advantage of doing this is that for every data point that you enter, the exact source will be clarified. This is useful to both you and to other people who will review your data. So have a good look at the section around files, sources and contacts, where you can manage the different people and organizations in contacts, the general sources that provide information, and under files all the actual files that you upload. So this is all very helpful in order for you to manage data around your MFA that is not strictly data points, but that are very relevant to your data points.